So before we start, thank you everyone. Just started the VOD recording. Thank you everyone for coming through today. Impromptu matchup. This was meant to happen in like 8 days time, but luckily we got some stars aligning, so we got it today instead. Monkey on the Kagura, Akakyu on the Susan. We got Yukker and Ancestor on comms, and they're gonna take it away for you for today. Enjoy.
And you shall be welcome. Hello everybody, on for the VOD and on Twitch once again. This is going to be quite a matchup, since both of these characters are known to be gorillas, but by very different player bases. Many in the mid-level type of play consider Kagura to be more monkey, while the beginner definitely considers more Susano'o being the monkey here. And this is gonna be quite strange to commentate, because both of these characters have very great oppressive options, but Kagura definitely has a bit of an edge over Susano'o.
Right.
And offensively both and defensively, since, you know, Susano'o's DP needs to be unlocked,
yeah.
And it's a projectile, so, you know, 6DC, why?
Yeah, but I think like the 60C on the projectile is going to be like a really hard call-out factor. So more so the fact that Monkey at any time just having a flash kick, right, can blow through some of the options that Akakyu might want to represent, because there are a few gaps here and there, which leads to some really big counter hits, which Susano'o is known for. But those same gaps can be DP through. So, you know, not having to unlock your own is definitely a good point to start with. And I think overall, like, the damage floor for Kagura is generally higher, right? Susano'o has that first bit where he has to get, you know, he's a diesel engine. He needs to get going before he hits that really high damaging, oppressive, funny character we all know him to be.
Yeah, he's a bit of a kick.
Yeah, a little hot starter. So interesting to see like how Monkey's going to play around this. Is he going to start off really aggressive or play a little slower, try to catch Akakyu on mistakes and then really punish for him against him, and then keep him on 0 seals, right, deny momentum, or Akakyu going to be able to navigate around that?
Yeah, I think he needs to start a bit more aggressive in the beginning, because, okay, already DP unlock. He needs to start a bit aggressive because BlazBlue were very well known to be a much more defensively oriented game. Defensive options do generally dominate overall performance, but if Akakyu does manage to find a way to engage Monkey already, then that will force Monkey to unravel more of his defensive playstyle that can be read pretty early, and this should be quite a death.
Yeah, fast work here from Akakyu. I'm surprised that not any of those jump-ins or like rejumps were called out by BFAF, because even if they are blocked, right, which Akakyu is doing, jumping up, flashing that barrier, you're at least safe from the option as Kagura.
Okay, backdash is once again caught. Also, good recognition of IB from Akakyu, not pressing anything after the 6B, but I feel, since Monkey last round saw that Akakyu is willing to drop the pressure on 6B, this can be quite a money game and good BFAF, but that's a 5A or 5B starter.
Yeah, it's going to be surprisingly little low damage for what we're used to out of Kagura, but that starter, good burst from Akakyu, it was going to hurt a lot.
If not mistaken, that is at least 5k. 6E, quite a menace, and good usage of right A, almost barrier drained, and 5A out there.
Yeah, the counter hit pickup as well on that 6B. Unfortunately, going to be dropping the combo, so much for the unlocks, but a great anti-air. Doesn't quite get the second hit. Oh my goodness!
I mean, yeah, it is an option, since it is an unexpected side switch as well as very fast movement tool. But yeah, JD feels very underrepresented. Monkey on the offensive, DP on deck, does not go for the Meteor 6DC, which is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I believe it was Ray that mentioned that Akakyu is a big fan of counter assault. When they have 50 meter on defense, you typically just see them go for it. Ooh, but going for the CFAF RC, get that side swap going. Not going to kill, but still good positioning.
And 6 try to keep Akakyu back in the corner, not pressuring from side distance, and good pressure counter assault. Oh, okay, no barrier left. One push, that was actually very well done by Monkey. I think maybe he deliberately depleted the barrier gauge to bait Akakyu to crash triggering, since both of the players knew it was coming, so why not?
Yeah, absolutely. So I know, you know, I know what's about to happen.
Yeah. That's why we love Blaze, man. It's such a deep personal game for each and every player at most interactions. I had to add the most, not all. But yeah, but yeah, Blaze Blue, very expressive in how you play, how you kill, and goddamn, is that Aura farming?
Yeah, difficult link to get that overhead into the B5, but there is the ODR just gonna rip straight into the Exceed Excel. Not gonna chance trying to get any sort of hits through the invuln. Patience, but he has to jump in. But blocks on the overhead. Yeah, but takes that. Oh, I think did they not IB it? Because it's a difference of -3 or -6.
Yeah, I believe he did not IB it.
First game going to Akakyu.
The God of Destruction running over the man with the paddle for the first match.
Yeah. Yeah, that 6C is going to be a really funny move ever since I found out that it's -3, because without IBing it, normally you're very afraid of what comes after, right? Because it's not the end of his 50-50 strings. And it being -3, you could just, stop and then press once again and take the turn all over again. So you're constantly guessing, and the more respect you afford to Susano'o, the more he's going to take away from you, right? Give him an arm, or give him a finger, he takes your whole arm.
Give him an arm, he'll bite your whole torso. This man does not know any fear. That is Susano'o, okay. Goes for the... Actually, Akakyu has been going for right A quite a lot on good frame trap with the stun cancel. But yeah, I wonder if he's taking it to start his pressure in order for it to be more safe. Oh, yeah, good cancel to 2C. Still not a clean hit, so... And it's Yaren.
Yeah, there's some good unlocks here. There's the Ground Viper. Going to choose either for... Yeah, opting to go for DP instead of the spin dash. And here we are, staggered pressure, patience here from Monkey, but gets caught out. Unfortunately, no crouch confirm. Still getting the counter hit, resets on resets.
Very good usage of right A, as I expected. Opa, and yeah, the unexpected low string from the Ground Viper. You always block the first few hits, but then you just get up reflexively.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, also the staircasing ability here from Susano'o. Even when he jumps straight up in the air, he can tag you while you're on the ground. But as a C5 trying to get out, control a bit of that space. Monkey now fighting for an entry.
I think Monkey micro-dashed up C5?
Really? Oh.
I don't know. It looked like it had a bit of a forward momentum, but I'm not too sure. Okay, good Megalith.
Yeah, but appropriate response here from Monkey. Going to be catching out a good bit of damage. Akakyu not too bothered. Doesn't feel the need to instantly burst away, right? Also has that round lead, so not too pressed.
Yes. Okay, and Monkey does have not too much and fails to confirm with the 6B. Good pressure. Kadabos get my DP. Good 6B. Okay. Almost
all unlocks.
How rarely do we see such things? Okay. Good C5. Denying Susano'o as much as possible, but still level 2, +1. Good round Viper.
See? Oh no! Oh, and it goes into the ODR, denying the burst.
Into Megalith?
Enough meter to kill. Yeah, this should.
No.
No sword super.
It shouldn't. Please tell me it doesn't.
Well, it does have God Press. That's a good bit damage. Beam on ODR. No.
Yeah. I'd almost tries to go for the overhead on the Mitzi. Good usage of right A. Okay, that might kill if he goes for OD. He missed the cancel, but still gets a pickup. Monkey surviving just another round.
It's still crazy that that last interaction lasted so long. Akakyu basically has his burst back. Like, there you go.
Yeah, the active flow helps quite a lot, especially in long. But if I remember correctly, the best seal for damage on that super is Spark Fist, right? I believe it does around 700 or 800?
Maybe.
It's honestly quite incredible.
Ooh!
5-way whiffing and unlocking the opportunity for Akakyu to throw. What's next? DP.
Yeah, the essential unlocks are on the table here, right? DP, level 2 spin dash, Ground Viper. Everything after this is just bonus. go for the staircase extender here. Overhead about to come out, but there's the CDBRC. Akakyu this time opting to burst. This one be put into the corner.
And the 60 this time. Yeah, you have to be ready with those because 50 meter on the and little to no with recovery there. Getting Akakyu another match. Okay.
It's yeah, it's looking a little rough here for Monkey to start off with. Still, you know, he is fighting, and it is going pretty close into a lot of these interactions. So I'm wondering, given time, will Monkey have the ability to adapt?
He should. First to 10s, the match is quite a long time. Still, if the mental game is lost early, it can be quite hard, and that's a B5.
Yeah, oh, very nice link here. It's going to be a good grip of damage. Kagura, the classic, just look at it, 3.4. 1.6, very nice. Oh!
No confirm fully though, unfortunately.
This is a rough spot here for Akakyu, right? More than half health gone. Gets that crouch confirmed. RC for the extension. Not quite working to burst it here. It's going to be a good amount of damage, but not killed just yet. But given the next starter, that should be the round.
Okay, that would have been wild if that's another 2C hit. Good barrier. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, and the ground viper unlock. Very nice. Go straight into the DP.
I thought there was going to be a DLC there for a... But I suppose that is fair enough. Spark Fist. Okay, good confirm. Up, goes for the later dash. Ay, ay, ay. This will not. Yeah, good for now. Just slow walking up the Monkey.
Oh, but the BFAF able to recover, but still, you hate to see it, right? Around you winning so comfortably to have to use Burst in the end to seal it out. Still, chance here for Monkey, right? Even if this round doesn't go favorably, can recover it for a potential final round if necessary.
Yeah. Thankfully, the option to gain the active flow is very much on the table. Oh, yeah, it does not go for the DB. 6A.
No BFAF.
Yeah.
Let's get him on the stagger pressure. Very nice. It's going to be a good grip here. Monkey starting off nice and cool here. A good grip of damage already on the board. 2 unlocks for Akakyu. OD. Oh no, is that going to be a burst? Yeah.
Yeah, that has to be a burst. 2 6Cs back to back. Okay, 2C not working. Run up. And this might. Okay, active flow. Yeah, no, not yet. Yeah.
Still, guess for game now. Almost gets the roll there. And the counter assault. Very nicely done from Monkey.
Monkey taking one back, not letting this macaque run him over. The banana is back in Monkey's hands. Actually, yeah, just a baboon versus this should work.
Chimp versus baboons, awesome. The 2 most aggressive primates.
Yep. And here they are, right on your screen. Everybody, oh, yo, enjoy. Opa, good B5, that's a counter hit.
Yeah, something you gotta be careful of, right? When the Kagura is just content to crouch block, that's not the time to be jumping at them.
Yep. Even though you very want to jump over that 2C, you have to know that they're buffering that buff. Opa, good VA.
Yeah, catching some kind of response from Monkey, so not quite working out just well. The central unlocks on the field. RC's the overhead that got blocked. Spark Fist gets a couple resets, but no crouch confirms just yet.
Okay, another 2.7. No goes for the O keys. Like, he cancels. Double cut, grass block. KJB hitting the Susano'o for quite a big character. Damn, simply lets 2C rock. This is dangerous. C, yeah, begs the throw this time. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, BFAF barely catching. Luckily, no pickup there for on Monkey side for Akakyu. Stagger pressure, overhead connects.
Yeah, has to burst that if he wants to win this round.
I don't know, maybe just take it to next round.
Damn, the run mix. You always don't see it coming. Okay, this might kill if he goes for... I think he could have routed into... what's it called?
Super, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Lindworm would have killed there, I suppose.
Probably Lindworm?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe.
It should. It's around like 800. And the BFAF doing God's work from behind.
So people talk about Susano'o's anti-air being annoying because it hits from behind. Yeah, check BFAF. At least you have to charge it.
To the uni players in the chat, how unlikely that is, imagine Yuzurika for Okay, goes for the DP on the second 6A. Oi, 2 anti-air, but yeah, not a real pickup here. Oi, oi, oi.
Oh, nice side swap conversion as well. Two interesting unlocks, but if Akakyu can keep Monkey in the corner here, right, the sword is going to work out nicely. Go, sets them up.
Also, I like how both of the players are representing the crash trigger option a lot. Okay, I didn't know that. Apparently, the sword at the proper height can link to 6B. I remember. Yeah, and the DLZ. Hitting that one for the fans. Akakyu.
Out there just to make sure that you're not just blindly using the throw barrier OS. Oh, that's gonna be a big starter. No burst on the table, so this is all damage that Akakyu just has to sit here and hold.
Well, 4K, pretty average. Okay, that's 6B whiff. And
no!
That's... both of these players kind of 6DC. What is going on?
Quickly flex all your cool stances.
Shuffle them in the rapid succession to V. Yeah, that's double 6C. No burst from Akakyu yet, but it might be too late. No? Okay.
OD.
No,
one point off, but the BFAF, and it's burst safe. Oh my goodness.
Imagine. You have to be a bit... You either have to believe or die with it. Actually, yes, since 6B is also jump cancelable, if you hold it until 6B, it can be a mind game 50-50, but still, you don't ever want to be a Garfield in these situations.
I think for Akakyu it was more so like the burst. Of course, it would have gotten you out of the combo, but given how bad his unlock situation was, it wasn't too smart to go for it, right? Maybe you want to try and ODR and quickly find some unlocks, but good BFAF here from Monkey is going to start it off.
Good usage of 665B. Opa. Not too much damage, but goes for the 6DA. Okay, surprisingly safe to 2DB. Okay, BFAF once again finds a mark. Oi! Counter assault. Okay, the option we haven't seen until now. God Press is on deck, potentially. But I don't think it's going to be used for now.
We'll see. Maybe a funny one. Because, you know, if you are connecting these overheads, what are the chances that they're looking out for the God Press? But good side swap here on the CFAF RC. Not going to be doing the most amount of damage because of the combo time and scaling. Oh my goodness!
That was definitely misinput, but man, 6C on Wake Up is definitely something ballsy, to be sure.
Definitely. Who knows? Maybe Akakyu was like, surely this time he'll bait the TP.
Yeah, I heard a lot of Susano'os like to do this when they have DP just to wake up 6C. But I don't know if Akakyu follows the spread or not. Okay, a lot of stray hits. Akakyu, this one to disadvantage, and a BFAF conversion is there. Has to burst.
Yeah, still not the worst burst, right? You have the most important general conversion tool, Ground Viper, meaning that any hit will lead to extended combos as well as more unlocks. Now Monkey trying to keep Akakyu locked in the corner, does let him escape, run up 6C, but has to be patient, right? It's very difficult to challenge from this position.
Okay, good usage of 6A this time. Damn, simply shooting him with the Glock. Aye. Yeah, once again, Monkey not being ready for that is honestly quite saddening, but understandable. Okay, good, zero air dash pressure. Ooh, crash trigger once again! I don't know if I can try to jump there. Sifa? Definitely got hit.
Yeah, there's a bit of tech there that it's quite tricky to pull off, I believe, which is you can Kara the second hit of Susano'o 6B into another option. So as your opponent's getting ready to IB or just deal with the second hit, you cancel it into the overhead, low, or in this case, crush trigger.
The first time I heard it. Okay, that's gonna be quite useful to know. Okay, Thunder Claws level 2, 15 seconds deck. Monkey will get a BFAF. I was gonna say he just needs to hang on a little more, but I suppose this works.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, currently Akakyu is having a lot of trouble just putting themselves in situations where they keep getting anti-aired by BFAF, and that's just been major reward for Monkey, just getting this early damage on the board, putting him in the corner next to no seals unlocked, and then when it's time to scramble again, jump straight into the next BFAF.
Yeah, and has to give up burst for that as well, even though it's only 3k on the build. Okay, Megalith Fatal. Level 2 Megalith. Yeah, has to convert with the Crash Trigger to get anything besides the Megalith. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty much 5 seals unlocked. Okay, level 3 Megalith.
Yeah, either really plus or... Oh my god!
Simply not afraid. JB. Surprisingly versatile bot. So, level 2 on the... Okay, on Thundering Claws 2, besides the Hedgehog. Thundering Claws full level. Okay, Akakyu is not holding back. He wants to get those seals extra early.
Yeah, I mean, now all that means is that any drive move that he lands is not going to unlock anything except for the last 3.
But...
Yeah, we'll get a chance to play with his shiny new toys.
Okay, maybe not this... Yeah, burst safe, be fast again. The Canadian burst, finding its victim. And all we have to say is sorry. Sorry about that, mate.
Sorry. Sorry, pal.
Yep. Kakyu definitely in a bad position here.
Yeah, it's, again, another jump into the BFAF.
At this point, I think Kagura... I think Kagura is a Venus. People see him crouching, they want to jump in, but there is an ant there always waiting.
Yeah, and there you go. Good little bit of footsies jumping away and then coming straight back with that JC, leading into some nice damage here. Akakyu in a terrible spot here. No seals to his name. Very close to getting that OD back, but again, holding this other combo, and soon enough, it's going to be put in a situation where he just simply has to burst. Still stuck on 0 seals.
Crash Trigger, I tried to OD through it, perhaps, but yeah. No seals though, no health at all. Only Miracle. And pure footies. Yep, the Lindworm will take it. Don Hippo special.
Shoutouts to Don Weepo. Every Thursday and Fridays.
Yeah, especially with the Cargo Disciple Festival in around the corner in a week. So do be sure to follow Don Weepo and his... Regardless, on to the next one. Yeah, Monkey definitely feeling himself much more short in his defensive game. That's what I was trying to talk about in the first game, so that he needs to start off weak and then get his game on later, so that Akakyu would have less time to gauge the opponent.
A little bit of sandbagging, get the download going, and then blindside them before they can make the comeback happen.
Yep. Okay. Grand Viper and the DP are there. Oh, yeah. I don't think that's what Monkey wanted, but who knows.
I think Monkey had faith that Akakyu would IB the second hit of the surfboard so that he would be close enough to get that command grab.
The default, but no punish still, I think... Okay, yeah, I definitely saw Akakyu press 5D, but I know what happened. He pressed 5D into 5D. I know this because I always try to do the same thing, but the stagger pressure on the BFAF block is simply too great. You need to wait extra long for that, and that's 5k.
My goodness. Does get the out here. It's not... Well, it's going to be a good amount of damage, so both players relatively equal here, and also Akakyu with the relevant unlocks. There's the overhead, and I think Monkey is just going to kiss this round goodbye, hanging on to that burst for the next round.
Yeah, keeping his resources close to his chest, cards are not revealed, and perhaps there will be a royal flush this round, but who knows. Walk up 5, of course. Okay.
I'd safe jab it. A little too close, or like spend a little too much time navigating closer, but...
Damn, run under with a B orb. To those who don't know how... Wow. How oops, good level size as they progress further. Good Raha block. And the B orb particularly is quite strong when he gets going, but trade-off slow startup. Oi! Right into... Oh! Okay, good. Yeah, that was a command grab attempt. You saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, just willing to let that DP rock as well. Having the RC to just make sure that he's either safe or gets to confirm. Now, just the run up, a good life lead situation, has burst on the table. Resources are favorable. The overhead connects. And finally, Akakyu getting a little bit of his own victory. Is going to be claiming a game back now, 1 away from tying it up.
4-3, quite even going so far. Good to see. Also, thank you for reminding me about the score. I'll do the raid tech and I'll keep it on my own as well. Aka.
Oh, I just have the stream open.
You know, maybe this thing will happen. Some shit. You never know.
True.
Blaze Blue is not known for being stable in the most cases, but it is one of the better ones out there regarding the netcode.
He out there riding his bike still somewhere.
Meanwhile, there's Union. Okay, good 6A, ZP is in. Good IDs.
Oh! Fortunately, Monkey blinking first, and there's Akakyu with the press, puts him right back into the corner. Ooh, opting to not get that unlock for the big bait, but has the RC to make it safe. Still a little awkward on the unlocks, right? Only has some very select options to get pickups. Just barely missing that ground Viper.
If I remember correctly, there wasn't a single 2DA from Monkey yet, and a good RC throw. Ay, caramba. Did that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's that 6B RC, right? Just RCing barely before the second it comes out, so you get that portion where you move forward, cancel like RC right in their face, and set up for a throw. Again, catching them out, trying to IB to make it +1. Sorry.
Okay. Good use of IB to try to take his turn back with a 5A. Again. Okay, double looker once again 6A. B5 is there. No burst for Akakyu. Also, but yeah, as I was saying, I think we haven't seen a raw 2DA yet from Monkey.
Might be that Monkey simply doesn't like the option, opting to go for a lot faster mix and just stagger pressure in general. Here we go, going for the crush trigger here, just wants to get these unlocks guaranteed, and that should also be an ender for the DP. Yes, so there it is.
Yeah, definitely Kadamos from 6B is much faster, but the trade-off, inability to combo from. But Akakyu has not demonstrated that they can block Kadamos just yet. Perhaps later, but good Spark Fist usage once again. I barely see any Susano'o know how to use Spark, especially in pressure. Such a terrifying tool. It goes and bursts out so fast, you barely get time to react and press, but to Susano'o, he knows. So he doesn't need to react, he just presses.
Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately, as cool as the spark. Oh no, it's Pixel to work with here. Just Kadamos let it rip. Not afraid of a DP response whatsoever.
Perhaps he was at the range where it would have been pretty safe, but who knows?
Who knows? Still would have clashed in a real cursed way.
Yeah. Okay. Oof. Yeah, would have been dangerous. With jump area. The fact that you can charge even in the air, and they won't need to be mindful of that.
Hey, just need to hold that down input.
Yeah, just hold it. Did he duck under 6A?
Maybe. Something. Wait, yeah, maybe.
What the fuck happened? How?
Ever-expanding and evolving game.
Yeah, not a single day where there isn't a new tech. Or ahead. Okay, B5 being stuffed up.
And rejumps. Patience here. Baits out the DP. No burst. Is it maybe a kill? It's going to be a good amount of damage as well as his corner carry.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. Yeah, especially because of 6B start. So, Waka barriers DP. These people are not afraid of each other. They respect each other, but they're not afraid.
It's a very informed decision making they're doing, right? Like on one hand, it's like you said, they respect each other, but on the other hand, they really have
and that is
each other's habits.
And good decision by Akakyu. But if do you bait bursts, Yuka?
Me personally, no, I'm not there yet. I simply just go if I have high confidence they would burst, I just let it go and be like, we'll take it again afterwards.
I'll reveal you a piece of tech that we have found. It takes back to the root of man, in the fact that it takes time to react to you getting hit.
Yeah, so, 2 hits.
Yeah, 1 hit, they realize. Second hit, by that time they press. So
It's burst reactions, it's hits confirm reactions. Rarely do people react on the first hit unless very well informed that this move will just work. Just like that. I don't think he was ready for that one to connect, so no pickup there. Very understandable.
I would have been fuming. Not gonna lie. Okay, good usage of sword into 6A. Fine. But yeah. Yeah, as I was about to say before, that 5C back shot, they can burst in first hit, usually if they whiff the... or they were just trying to press overdrive, but in the last section, it's just uncontrollable.
Right. Oh my goodness, what a round start. Gets the counter hit pickup as well. There's the ground Viper. Gonna be opting here for the DP unlock. And the overhead on wake up.
Okay, Chabana. Okay, Vulhi. Yeah, level 2. Does not opt for the second level of Sandric Opt. Gets the Ian. Clean hit? Yeah, it's a clean hit into bounce.
Yeah, but not enough meter generated.
Yeah, the combo was a bit too long. I believe the combo... Wait, the normal hit for Susano'o's 22.
Yeah, and also they just had the meter penalty from using Crush Trigger.
That's true. Opa. Try, goes. Opa. That pressure. Very compact, but very respectable. Okay, yeah, still the orb is there.
Yeah, either had to let that block happen or try to hope maybe that Exceed Excel will connect. Unfortunately, the worst option happens where he just gets punished for it. 4.5k, catches the no tech, repeats it, wasn't ready for that to hit.
But still gets the barrier in just in time for the crash trigger to crash against it. Sorry, it's just I modded the Repul theme to be the vocal version of. Okay,
guess for game here.
Okay, good on a 5-6B, but yeah, not very punishable. Megalith. Good IBs, barrier as well.
But only has God Press as the unlock. This is going to be a very tough one for Akakyu to make this comeback. Though eating 2 6As, yes, standing full screen.
What?
Almost gets the crash trigger as a sweep.
What was that crash trigger? I think maybe it was Monkey trying to do dash in barrier, but got crash trigger instead. And DLC takes this time. Debuff. Okay, the delayed 100 fast.
Oh my goodness.
Counter spike that should kill. Wait. Yeah, okay, he gets the jump. Bum.
Excel to finish it off. You don't need to do the full super, no BMs here. As Akakyu now takes the lead once again, hitting that halfway mark in the set.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a really impressive comeback, right? The situation was the kind you could almost write off, being like, yeah, what can you do? Susano'o, no seal unlocks, but Monkey being a little too hasty ran a couple times into the 6As, and that just set up the the seal reticle to be able to move up to DP and then getting the dash, the tackle level 2.
Okay. Yeah, good recognition from Akakyu. Yeah, if you don't know, 6D fact break. That's why it can straight up raw and until there. But yeah, good recognition. 6DC reset.
It's okay, techs away. Good position here. Jumps over the Hunter's Fang, but unfortunately the situation is a little variable and Akakyu able to get a big starter. Claims the first round.
Yeah, I think both of the players reacted to them getting a hit, but both of them didn't react to getting hit. Good block. So yeah, simply 5v1.
Yeah, that 6D when the foot hits the ground, it's a safe overhead, which is very funny. But there it is. This time the Exceed Excel going through the orb.
Just in time. Thundering close level 2. Megalith. Megalith, quite a useful option, but the amount of plus frames it offers can be a bit deceiving, especially since if people have reversal, it can just straight up be a bait for you can bait yourself. Okay.
package opener here, right? Not going to be the greatest amount of damage, but at least the position on the screen is good. Nevertheless, right, Monkey has to be careful. Susano'o has a lot of unlocks, including that DP, but just opts to counter assault instead. The guaranteed guard cancel. Oh!
Okay, good ideas. This does not challenge. Was to try to go for the overhead, but not in time. Gets out. He didn't even get the JB in time. He was a bit too late in the RC.
Yeah, Monkey playing on a razor's wire here. A lot of OD time wasted and gets the BFAT. Triple pickup. Gonna opt to go for the Oki instead of for the damage.
It's lower C. Not enough rage on that counter assault. A Monkey living by the hair's breadth here. Well, not hairs. Like a, you know.
Like arm's length.
But yeah, pretend it was true.
True.
Okay, good setup.
Drop it to the side.
Very good option from Kagura. Surprisingly, underrepresented by a lot of Kaguras. GB is pretty good. Okay,
definitely
good.
The case because, I mean, I can understand why it's underrepresented. Look how cool that JC button is.
Yeah, the fly swatter.
Yeah, look at that.
Just covers so much of the screen. Like, man. Okay, 6C, Wyvern. G trying to continue pressure, good. Counter.
I like the use of falling down with the 6DC because in case Akakyu would try to respond with the DP, being like, I don't want to deal with this mix-up, you know, you can armor through it, but now getting a lot of relevant unlocks, stuck in the corner, stagger pressure, runs up, barrier flashing, trying to bait out the DP. Patience here from Monkey, IBing appropriately, but the CFAB going the wrong way. Quick recovery, but it's going to be bursted into the corner.
Also good patience from Monkey, not bursting right away. Keeping a bit of time for Akakyu and to see. And gets a combo still off of that standing to see.
That's sort of the most quintessential type of thing that you see Susano'o do, where people start posting the death to Susano'o.
Yep.
2C hitting them, standing behind, and he gets the full jump and then restand.
Mm-hmm. And you can, what can you do about it? You have to eat it.
Go on Twitter.
Just look on. Yeah. Just go on Twitter at Aerodra.
At Shini.
Yeah. Anyway, at everyone, just do it. Okay, good usage of sword. Goes for the sword again.
Great side swap from Monkey. Yeah. Good unlock stuff.
Cheers. Oi, JC not hitting the crouching.
Aggressive burst, wants to keep him locked in the corner. 6C, the patience here from Akakyu jumps away. RC's the BFAB, but unfortunately puts himself in the corner here.
And the fly swatter takes it away though. And that's back into... There is a tech where Kadamon just wall splats, but not close enough to the corner.
Swap. Yeah, push yourself away. 2C, hits high enough, can link back, but there's a CFAF, lets it rip, tries to swap over to the other side. Not quite just yet, both players roughly equal. Monkey slight advantage on the health lead, but goes in to the surfboard. RC's for the extension, shouldn't quite be kill here, but that's going to be guess for game on Akakyu from his next knockdown.
Come on, 2DA. I know you want to. On the overdrive, please. Ooh. Okay, good counter assault. Okay, good air dash. Simply 6D. Okay, that might kill actually. Wait a second.
They bring him back to... No! A little too high. Air to air. You BFAF on the 6C?
Man, the BFAF. What?
Or might be just like the most appropriate whip punish response because I think the BFAF hits that far. And from a down back position, right? Because Kagura, one of the struggles is, of course, some range being fast, right? He does have that 6B, but when you're holding down back and then try to press 6B as your punish, guess what you get instead?
The Bjork. Man, but still, if Akakyu was just a smidge, okay, yeah, level 3 megalith, got to gloss over the, yeah, away.
Yeah.
Shimaida, Shine, Kine, fucking bastard. Shine, Shinuka.
So,
guess for game, how much have the rank?
Oh my goodness, X-Tab.
Good 6 here. A bit of a silly juice. Flowing in hot. Oi! Good to see.
Okay.
Goes for the Oki. Same rain cell.
Exactly. It's a smart option to do there. Why bother for extra damage?
So
Oh!
And a good throw. Okay, JC one hit into reach.
Interesting routing. Don't know what that was about.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. You say there. It should land about. Counter-Swing the Grand Viper. So yeah, it makes sense. Pretty ingenious actually, Akakyu. And yeah, just like that, taking another match. 7-4. The monkey not feeling too good.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing about the Susan throw. It's a good thing that Adrot's here because I saw the clip a long time ago where you can do a funny instant air dash, late JC, and then get a side swap.
Damn, I did not manage to catch that. Keep that in mind.
It's some elite tech that is very difficult, and I'd rather not have my combo drop thanks to it in a set.
Understood. Have a great day. Okay, 60 blocked, but at that range, very hard. Yeah, +3. You always have to throw.
Ooh!
High range.
Yeah.
Still, the counter hit on the GP, quite a lot of damage already. He goes to 3C this time.
I'll still push him away, just dash with the tackle, going back to mid-screen, trying to put Monkey towards the corner, tries to 2C for the pickup, still all kinds of spaghetti, is gonna have to force Monkey to burst out, just to not suffer any more damage due to shenanigans. Trying to bait out a response with the patience from Akakyu.
What? Wow. What I need Monkey to do is 6 DB into 2 DA. Trust. It will work. He got 5A. Megalith level 2, surprisingly working out, and a 3.
Yeah, I think we already see that Akakyu has simply stopped jumping in a lot against Monkey and just...
Man. I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. What can you do? And the plus frames.
We love plus frames. We love plus 4 in this house.
Man.
There we go. Yeah, Monkey's struggling a bit.
Yeah, these plus frames taking me back to Twitter and plus frames when there were three digits. Fact. That was the funny shit ever. The fucking plus 188. Anyway.
Oh,
C-Fat on the answer. I mean, there was 50 meter, but still.
I mean, this time he was very confident that it would just hit. JC gets the extended pickup here. It's going to be a good grip of damage. Akakyu hang on to the burst, right? He still has that round lead, so no need to be quite so hasty in this set just yet.
Ooh, 60 very. That's 60 keeping so much screen under control. Holy moly.
It's very slow, of course, right? So if you're not careful with where you use it and how often, you might catch yourself getting it stuffed out. But here you go, has the OD on the table. We're gonna get the relevant unlocks. No, a little too high on that 2C for the 6D, but still, it's the next anti-air. And double it.
Yep.
Leaves.
Yeah, level 3. 100 swing. No confirm. But then. Yeah.
Yep. There's the RC. Late on the 6B. Just before the second hit will confirm from the 6B. You RC it, slide right in their face, and they're never ready for the throw.
Surprisingly little people use this deck. Quite reliable, it seems.
It's definitely reliable. Like, anything you can do to sort of play around just before the second hit of 6B would connect will usually catch people by surprise because they're very locked in on just denying that +4 from Susano'o.
Damn.
Ultimate patience.
Yeah, from both players, even when you jump in. Kadamos. Another Kadamos. Not yet. Oi, by then. And wow, JB to cancel for a start. 50 meter for 4K. Right? Very expensive.
Oh, jump low, and that's gonna be the burst from Akakyu. Let's get the double
Jump the
gunshot.
second bullet. Yeah. JB double block this whack ass.
Still doesn't get the further pickup. Just oh my goodness, what?
And anti-air attempt on the 6A. Man.
6A goes, shut your goofy ass up. Boink.
Okay. Kadamos once again. We still get DP1.
A very nice big buff near. Late air dash, good blocks here from Akakyu. Unfortunately, very hard to deal with that 50-50. But of course, when you don't have RC, not much that Monkey can pick up from there. Gets the throw, finds the ground Viper, and that should also be the spin dash unlock.
Hunter's fine. He's in. 2C counter hit. That should be at least 4 points. See?
With the Kagura damage though. Low profile with the 2C on the JB, huh? Alright.
He does spend 50 for it, but still. And RC on the Sundering Club. Keep a bit. Man, simply run up and that should be dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into Brown.
Yep. That's a painful burst to lose there as we're gonna go into yet another round with Akakyu hanging onto his burst. And already the B-Faf whiffing, not the ideal start. For the reset, there's just the C-Faf to let it rip. Mix, good blocks, good patience here from Akakyu so far. Just waiting it out, nothing too hasty. Overhead connects, but it's alright. Nothing gets further picked up from there, but an excellent ODR in the punish.
Okay. Does not opt for the charge to AD. Okay. Also, something funny I noticed is that both Jin, Hakumen, and Susano'o both share the...
With the B-Faf, catch him trying to run away. Unfortunately, no further pickup.
Where's the monkey? Okay.
RC. Oh my
That was good. That was good. Hyuga trying to bait burst with the guard plates on the 5D8. Good. Run up. And the gold press! No, neither. Tries to pick up with Megalith. And yeah.
Yo, I need to sit down and learn how to do that because that second 6B's fist was right in his face. No hitbox. And he just cancelled into the God Press.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, fucking quads lacking. That. The first
but like,
time...
how can you react? It works against everything you've like sort of sat down to learn to deal with against Susano'o. Is you sit there and you look, 6B, second hit, I gotta IB it, and then they're just throwing like, okay, we know you're looking for this. Now watch all this mix we have from it.
Yeah, imagine there is no hit. What are you going to do about this, cowboy? Okay, the sword is in, and a 6A counter hit, or 16. Viper does not look low.
Stagger pressures. He jumps, just opting to counter assault, let him get away. Does find the opportunity to quickly unlock that DP, sitting on the sword and the spin dash. Pretty good position. Monkey trying to force the way in, does find the sweep, and that's going to be a nice pickup here. So good amount of damage on the board, trying to make that round go his way.
Yeah, ever since Akakyu found out that there is a 50-50 coming from 6B, he started blocking Kadamos more, but 3C less. I wonder why.
I mean, that's what the Congress are looking for. Is like, oh, you block Kadamos? Excellent. Time to throw in the 3C.
Time to throw in the 50-50. Gets the time just right, and it's not Joe Warida just yet.
Yeah, thankfully it wasn't the active flow version. Trying to fish out a hit with the sword. Able to narrowly go over the 5B air to air, but it's gonna be the air throw from Monkey.
Just in time, since we saw the counter hit throw as well. And thank God, the throws are 7 frames. Even though GA is a good option, I believe Susano'o's GA is a bit slower. 7 frames. Or perhaps Monkey simply was one. Serious? Good IB on a 5D. Very good from Monkey. It was either that, to simply let it Megalith. Okay, good debuff.
But just pick up, gets anti-aired. This is looking a little rough here for Monkey. Gets the BFAF on the other side. It's going to be a nice version.
I think what happened when he tried to do 5s. Oh yeah. KGB. Oh, Shintekai. And the side split.
Oh no. 5DC barely out of range to slap it back in towards the corner. Goes for the RC route just to keep it safe, but Monkey bursting here.
He decides to be the hero now. Oh, JB whiffing just... I'm feeling
Oh.
overhead coming. Yeah. I was gonna say
Painful one.
Hunter's Fight. Yeah, I was gonna say Hunter's Fight.
Okay, back away, DP unlock.
Yeah, also what we haven't seen. Oh, dash is in.
Yeah, wants to shake it up, but I don't think that's the appropriate response. And Susano'o can also challenge you going back, so you know you don't have the leverage or the privilege to be able to just go in and take your turn back aggressively.
C-Puff. Started doing C-Puff on the 6. Good to see.
Want to get out of these situations is what the response seems to be from Monkey. He's got a bit of damage, sets up the Oki, RC for the extension. Akakyu hanging on to that burst, does have plenty of unlocks, so the ODR isn't all too pressing as an option for him. Gets side swap to the other side. Yo, Garfield. Okay, good.
This time. Yeah, also one of the weaknesses of Kagura is they have to hard read with a 50. Oh, bruh, I'm gonna rejoin the call.
I'm glad I wasn't going insane there where Ancestor would cut off sometimes.
Anyway, as I was saying, Kagura, one of his major weaknesses in ability to bait burst reliably. He does not have a lot of combos where he can jump cancel. So, beating him, wait, he has to bait, do a hard read with a bait with 50 meter in order to do so most of the time. So,
what an air throw. Yeah, but these drops, 2 drops from throw combos is not the way you want to see this go.
Yeah, especially that's a bit too much. 3C, that is not a punish, unfortunately. And, yep, got pressed, not enough meter though. Spark Fist not getting a B up. Once again, 6B cancelled.
Gonna get the Ground Viper here, that's also Spin Dash unlocked. Sitting there on that red health, so also passively generating some meter now, but just a jump back JC from Monkey to
The
deny.
fly has been swatted.
Yep, boink, sit down.
Get your ass back into the next round. 6D will be the answer here.
See, after the stagger pressure, trying to chase down trades. The players are a little equal in health here, but Akakyu slowly finding the unlocks he needs. 5A whiffing overhead.
Okay, bam. I think that was a 2C startup, but I'm not too sure. Denying that OD is gonna be quite big for Monkey since he's already in the lead and OD is available.
Oh!
And the full conversion once again. Simply hold this L. What can you do? Into the clean hit on the... Has to burst here? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, could have tried to go for one final round, but sees this position, right? As it's as okay as it gets for you, right? Not yet has Akakyu unlocked that Ground Viper, but good anti-air. Gives him the sword. CFAF pushes him all the way to the corner. Hold for the Oki. This time ODR, but the move is safe enough. Baits out the Exceed Excel, and is it enough to kill? Not quite. Goes for a reset.
Yeah, 5 B stars are not too damaging for Kagura, and that could have been it there. And a 60 will be it for Akakyu. Sit your ass back down. In fact, down back.
Bomb. So here we go. Once again, Akakyu on that set point. So Monkey fighting for the exhibition life here. Does get that JC counter hit confirming into the 2C. It's all the way to the corner. Cancels out. Patience here from Akakyu. Not too pressed. Has that Ground Viper unlocked. Any hit will convert, to, of course, into more damage and more unlocks.
3C whiff, but a 2C with no time for BFAB to get the faint Oppa to be safe. And a crash or a try switch. I feel I feel like Monkey is a bit too smart for his own good, because he's not going for the options that many other Kaguras do, and that makes him a bit predictable in his own way. Since Akakyu has already seen quite a lot of patterns from Akakyu, no kill on this combo. So I think Monkey needs to be a bit more Monkey. Unironically.
It's gonna have to be for another time as Akakyu finishes it out 10-5 with a very sad little 5-8 to finish it all off.
Yeah, a convincing lead following after the very close sets from 5-5. Akakyu got Monkey down to bad.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that Akakyu changed up, going from the earlier sets to where Monkey was really starting to make a bit of a comeback, was jumping a lot less predictably, and not falling into these B5 counter hits, because that was where a lot of damage and a lot of corner carry came from. So instead, focusing on the grounded play, putting Monkey into these stagger pressure strings where he was forced to guess a lot more on when it was his turn, and either like commit really highly to the CFAF with or without 50 meter, or try to press a button, or be patient, hope that maybe, you know, Akakyu just ends his pressure string and we can all go home happy.
Who knows? The possibilities were endless, especially with those 6B cancels. Crash Trigger, Megalith, God Press, you name it. But let our host, Enigma, get on the mic here as well. Welcome back, our host.
Thank you. Yeah, man. We didn't see a single 2DA that entire set, bro. I think that's
what I'm saying.
That is just... Listen, man. I understand it kind of has like an unsafe string after it, because 5DA is like really weak to lows, and obviously Suzu can just 3C that and then get like a hard knockdown punish, whatever. But like, you can play around that. You can do like JD in the air to stall. You can just do nothing. Like, I don't know. I think it's a shame that we didn't get to see any 2DAs, and I think we only saw like 1 or 2 command grab attempts, which I think those two are what makes Kagura like
very impressive.
They can make him compete with a lot of strong characters because of how much damage he gets from such quick mix-up options. So I think it's a bit of a shame we didn't see those, but you know, maybe next time we have Monkey on, then he'll be using those in his arsenal. So unfortunately we didn't see that, but you know, we'll see. GG's though to Akakyu for the adaptation. Obviously it was very close at the start, like you guys said, and then he ended up running away with it. So very, very cool to see that adaptation and skill set throughout the entire set. Once again, thank you to Monkey and Akakyu for playing on short notice, and of course Yukker and Ancestor for jumping on comms. Thank you very much, guys, and of course the viewers. Thank you. Oh yeah, channel points. Let me do those right now. Hoon is loving his gambling, right? So there you go. Akakyu the snake.
It's fair enough. I think Hoon was also drinking his happy juice with us. So, you know, gambling and the happy juice go hand in hand.
Yeah. Certainly. Oh, actually, sorry, just not to cut you off.
Yeah.
That was another thing, like Scar Novak just said, we saw Akakyu pull out all the like nasty stuff, like 6B Crush Trigger, 6B RC Throw, 6B God Press. Like, he was doing the nasty stuff, not like consistently, but at least once, you know? So,
yeah.
I think that was the difference between the two.
Yes.
Exactly. Alright, so do we have anything to plug? I think we have Don Whippo's
event festival. Yeah, coming in a bit of a week, where beginners coached under the masters, under their assigned masters, for quite a limited time, for a month or 3 weeks, I don't remember at this point, and they have to go against other coached beginners. So yeah, first to 5 exhibitions coached, with the coaches on the mic, sure to be entertaining, so hop on there, as well as Don Whippo's Friday Night Ranked, and the German Lobby Invasion on Tuesday, Thursday. You had to remember that real quick. And besides that, as I said previously, hop on Eagle Hunt 2025, an event hosted by BB Club Ru, with, I don't remember if it's with BB at this point or not, but Eagle Hunt, open to EU and communities, and features the prize pool of $600, if I remember correctly. So be sure to join and have fun. It will be hosted at the 5th to 6th June or July.
Alright.
That should be about it.
Cool. Okay, thank you guys. I'm going to sign off here. Do we have anyone to host is the question. Is there anyone? Oh, we got
is a
Vatican.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Or is anybody else streaming?
No, I only see Baitikan, and Baitikan, I believe, he's one of the beginner pan contenders. Okay. So very great to see. Yeah. Another option would be another hard edge stream, but I think we'd much rather to raid Baitikan.
Yeah. We'll host Baitikan. All right, he's on the grind. He's a beginner, so show him some love. Give him any advice if he needs it. Novak or Scar, the Falcon Hunt is like a European open tournament, like online in July. So yeah, hosted by the Russian community. So join up if you're around. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, just ask around any Russian PB sided people, like for example Czechs, German, Old Snake, you name it. Anybody who you know is on BB Club Rule, and they will answer to the best of their abilities, since they're also contenders there, most likely.
Cool. All right, see you guys later, man. Enjoy the raid, and yeah, have a good time. GG's.
Bye.
Bye.